This is Sindh Madressatul Islam University, one of the oldest institutions of South Asia and Pakistan. Its history stretches through 3 centuries full of splendid achievements. Right after its commissioning on 1st September 1885, Sindh Madressatul Islam's foundation was laid down by the Viceroy of India, Lord Dufferin. The great social reformer of Sindh, Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi, founded Sindh Madressatul Islam with the objective to educate the deprived young Muslim generations of the land. One of the great alumni of the institution is the founder of Pakistan, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He studied in Sindh Madressatul Islam from July 1887 to January 1892. In later days, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, being alumnus, elevated his alma mater to a college on 21st June 1943. Quaid-e-Azam's attachment with his alma mater can be gauged from his last will, in which he bequeathed his 1/3 of the property to Sindh Madressatul Islam, Karachi. Other great alumni include Sir Shahnawaz Bhutto, Sir Abdullah Haroon, Sir Ghulam Hussain Hidayatullah, Muhammad Ayub Khodo, Allama I.I. Qazi, Dr. Umar bin Muhammad Daud Poto, Allama Ali Khan Abro, Sayyid Ghulam Mustafa Shah, Taj Muhammad Sehrai, Little Master Hanif Muhammad, Qazi Khuda Bakhsh, Hatim Ali Alvi, Muhammad Hashim Gazdar, Khan Bahadur Ghulam Ali Nana, Mira Muhammad Shah, Ghulam Muhammad Bhurgadi, Lieutenant General retired Ghulam Muhammad Malik, Justice retired Sayyid Sajjad Ali Shah, Justice retired Sayyid Wajiuddin Ahmad, Muhammad Ibrahim Joyo, Actor Nadeem, and so on.
Sindh Madressatul Islam is not a conventional institution but a legendary one. What is that it has not produced? What is that it has not served? In fact, this institution has a strong and a sustainable roots with the development of this country, because this is the institution which produced none other than the founder of nation, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and hundreds of heroes in almost all living fields. This is why a renowned educationist, Sayyid Ghulam Mustafa Shah, very rightly said that SMA is a child of Sindh and mother of Pakistan.
In 2012, Sindh Madressatul Islam was elevated to the level of university through the requisite bill passed by the Sindh Assembly. Smiu is located in the commercial hub of Karachi city. It stretches around 8 acres of land and comprises some of the most beautiful colonial and modern architectural buildings. It has 1890s main building and 2 mosques and 1898's Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi Library, 1901's Talpur House, 2021 7-story information technology block and Smiu model school buildings. Today, Smiu is one of the top quality education imparting institutions of Pakistan. It imparts modern education to its students in BS, MS and PhD disciplines in morning and evening shifts. It has 10 departments, namely computer science, software engineering, artificial intelligence and mathematical sciences, business administration, accounting, banking and finance, media and communication studies, social and development studies, English linguistics and literature, environmental sciences and education.
The SMI University is the paramount example of quality education and best practical opportunities that it strives to provide students. Some evidences of this fact includes fully air-conditioned classrooms equipped with multimedia projectors and digital smart boards.
The university's library, named after Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi, is a historic building built in 1898 that symbolizes knowledge, achievement and struggle. It has a vast collection of books, research journals and encyclopedias. A digital library has also been set up which has more than hundreds of thousands books. Similarly, another modern library named after SMI's Allama II Qazi is set up in the IT block.
SMI University envisions to enter into a paperless era. Therefore, campus management system has been introduced to digitalize all the departments including examination and admissions. The students have been given their individual accounts who can access their academic records.
To keep the faculty and students aware and connected with the world, entire campus is covered by Wi-Fi.
To polish the skills of the students and to provide them industry-based experience, SMI University has modern television studio which records the programs prepared by the students under the guidance of Media Training Center.
Stand by, 3, 2, 1, cue.
Currently, it is being aired through its own website, can be accessed at www.smiu.tv. FM radio station is also part of this endeavor to enhance the skills of the students.
सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी के कैंपस रेडियो FM 96.6 के साथ मैं हूं आपकी मेजबान मुतीबा इरशाद.
It is aired at the frequency of 96.6 and can also be accessed at www.smiu.fm. The university has also Jinnah Museum which contains the educational records and possessions of Father of the Nation Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah.
Along with other resources, SMIU houses Sir Shahnawaz Bhutto Auditorium, which is equipped with 150 square feet, large SMD video wall and high-tech surround sound system for film screening and presentations.
A multi-purpose Senate Hall of the university is utilized to organize lectures by renowned scholars from all over world in person and through video conferencing. Sindh Madressatul Islam University has developed most modern research and computer laboratories in its all academic blocks to facilitate faculty members and students in their research work. The university has a fleet of points for students and staff for comfortable and easy access for daily commuting from and to the SMIU. In order to strengthen educational bonds, promotion of research, healthy debates, to raise questions and to give suggestions in answer of those questions, SMIU regularly organizes national and international conferences, seminars, lecture programs and thought-provoking debates. Sindh Madressatul Islam University has set a trend in the country by organizing first ever Global Research Congress with 5 international conferences under one umbrella. SMIU has always emphasized on the quality research work, and which is why most of the research publications of the faculty in the national and international journals have seen significant growth in last 3 years. Likewise, SMIU faculty has been working on number of research projects funded by different government organizations.
It is a great achievement that 3 research journals of SMIU have been categorized by the Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, and these are Sindh Journal of Linguistics, Journal of Sustainable Environment, Journal of Social Sciences and Media Studies.
Under the National Expansion Plan of Punjab IT Board, SMIU has established National Incubation Center and Business Incubation Center in collaboration with HEC to nurture entrepreneurial skills of young businessmen. To develop students' management, communication, team building, social and leadership skills, 9 student societies are working under the Directorate of Students' Affairs. These are Art Society, Literary Society, Science Society, Sports Society, Community Service Society, Debating Society, Music Society, Character Building Society, and Environment Society. These societies work effectively under their office bearers chosen through a proper electoral process.
SMI University organized Job Fest, where more than 30 companies, including private business, trade companies, banks, software houses, participated and fetched out more than 200 students for the job.
The success and popularity of the university can be seen from the outstanding growth in number of students, which has increased more than 200% in last 3 years. SMI University is in process of establishing its world-class campus over 100 acres of land in Education City in Malid near DHA City. In this wake, foundation stone laying ceremony was held on 25th December 2017. Its construction work is in progress.
With a strong dedication of our faculty, officers and staff, we are truly following our classic motto, enter to learn, go forth to serve. And I say, receive the student as a customer and send off as a quality product.
With all these features, SMIU is a very well poised to become an internationally acclaimed institution in near future, making Pakistan proud of its achievements and services. Those selfless persons who transformed the society into better one and educated the nation are remained alive forever. Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi was one of them, who is considered a great visionary and social reformer of Sindh. Life story of Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi is full with his tireless struggle and great achievements. The period in which he arose to the stage of advocacy for rights of Muslims was not favorable to Muslims of the land. British had annexed Sindh in 1843. Other communities took advantage of this change and dominated in all spheres of life. These conditions compelled Hassan Ali to take active part to bring the Muslims in the mainstream of the state affair. Subsequently, in the British Raj, he not only reached to a position of successful advocate, politician and great supporter of Muslim cause of the region, but he laid the foundation of modern education in Sindh by establishing Sindh Madressatul Islam in Karachi city on 1st September 1885. Born on 14th August 1830 in an educated family of Akhund Memon of Hyderabad, Sindh, Hassan Ali Afandi became orphan in his childhood when his father Muhammad Ehsan was passed away. Thereafter, Hassan Ali Afandi's elder brother Mia Umaid Ali fulfilled his responsibility by grooming his brother. He was provided basic education of Arabic and Persian at a local level. Hassan Ali Afandi started his practical life by getting a job of clerk in the office of Deputy Collector of Nowshera Feroz Division. That job laid a foundation stone of his successful career. In Deputy Collector's office, he learned English language from his colleague, as he was understanding that in the British rule, no one could achieve any position in the country without knowing English language. Thereafter, Hassan Ali Afandi assumed another job of a munshi at the Indus Flotilla at Jhirak, near Thatta. His duty was to keep the record of wooden material being loaded in boats from the Jhirak port of the Indus River. Over here, Chief Judge of Karachi District Court Mr. Middleton met with this talented young Muslim. After a brief conversation with Mr. Middleton offered him a job of translator and spokesperson in the District Court, Karachi. He accepted the offer and joined the third job of his life in District Court, Karachi. District Court was not his last destiny, so he studied law books and got ample knowledge of the law. After observing Hassan Ali Afandi's knowledge of law, Mr. Middleton gave him a certificate of law practice without getting his formal examination. With this achievement, he became the first Muslim lawyer of Sindh. Then he started law practice in Hyderabad and Karachi. In the age of 50 years, Hassan Ali Afandi founded an organization named Anjuman-e-Islam in 1880 for the support of Muslims. Also, he joined another organization named Sindh Sabha. In 1881, Hassan Ali Afandi became a councillor of Karachi municipality and remained on same position till 1887. Again, he contested for the councillorship, but his opponent Naginder Gupta was succeeded. Despite that, he was nominated as a member of the municipality. In the same year of 1981, he was elected as a member of the Bombay Legislative Council on the seat of landlords of Sindh. In 1884, he left the Sindh Sabha on the account of his differences with Dayaram Giddumal, who was leading the Sindh Sabha. Hassan Ali Afandi had enrolled his sons Ahmad Ali and Akbar Ali at the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College, Aligarh, which was established in 1875. In this connection, when Hassan Ali Afandi visited Aligarh College, he met with its founder Sir Syed Ahmad Khan and discussed him on the idea of establishment of a modern school for Muslims of Sindh. Sir Syed Ahmad supported his idea and suggested him that after school he must establish a college and then university. To accomplish the noble cause of establishment of Sindh Madressatul Islam, Hassan Ali Afandi held meetings with his friends, and after agreeing upon the idea, he formed the Sindh Mohammedan National Association and the Sindh Madrasa Board. He was nominated president of both the bodies. Now Hassan Ali Afandi started to visit nooks and corners of Sindh and other parts of the British India to collect donations for establishment of the school. At the same time, he faced bitter opposition from some bigotries as they were not in favor of establishment of a modern school with English medium. But some other religious scholars of Sindh, like Maulvi Allah Bakhsh Abujo, fully supported him. Ultimately, Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi achieved his goal and founded a most modern school, Sindh Madressatul Islam, on 1st September 1885. Firstly, the school was opened in a double-story building located on the Bandar Road, now M.A. Jinnah Road, just opposite the Bolton Market. It was hired on rent. It was a great day, especially for the Muslims of Sindh, when Sindh Madressatul Islam was opened. Inauguration ceremony was held at the venue of the school. Hassan Ali Afandi presided over the ceremony, which was attended by almost 40 persons. On that occasion, Hassan Ali Afandi, in his speech, informed the audience about the aims and objectives of the Sindh National Mohammedan Association. He also appealed the people for support of Sindh Madressatul Islam. Now, another phase of his struggle started. He took efforts to get a separate piece of land for Sindh Madressatul Islam. He successfully crossed this milestone too and got more than 8 acres of land from Karachi municipality. Before it, this place was used as a kafla sarai for traders who were used to come to this port city of Karachi for their business activities and were living here. After advent of railway service, this plot remained abandoned. These were the days when Hassan Ali Afandi had emerged as most popular personality of Sindh. He had also a great advantage of being a councillor of Karachi municipality. When he applied for the plot at Karachi municipality, 2 British officials, include President of the Karachi municipality, Mr. James Grant, and engineer Mr. James Strachan, extended their full support to Hassan Ali Afandi. On 4th November 1887, Hassan Ali Afandi invited the then Viceroy of India, Lord Dufferin, for a stone-laying ceremony of the Sindh Madrasatul Islam's building. Again, Hassan Ali Afandi took hectic efforts to collect funds for construction of Sindh Madrasa's building. He approached the well-wishers of Sindh's Muslims. The main building was completed in the period of 3 years with the cost of 1,97,188 rupees. Then the Sindh Madrasatul Islam was shifted to the newly constructed building on 14th November 1890. It was also a great day for Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi in his life. The British government, while recognizing his services for promotion of modern education in Sindh, gave him title of Khan Bahadur in 1888. Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi also received the titles of Afandi and Bey Majidi from the Sultan of Ottoman Empire, Sultan Abdul Hamid II, for his support to the Ottoman Empire in Russo-Turkish War. During the war, Mr. Afandi had collected donations from British India and had sent these to Turkish government. Sultan of Turkey had also nominated Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi as the Turkish Consul General in Karachi in 1889 with the approval of the Queen Victoria. Hassan Ali Afandi added 2 more buildings to SMI. One of them was of the Sunni Mosque and the second was Shia Mosque. These were built in 1893 and 1894. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah had also remained a student of Sindh Madressatul Islam in the presence of Hassan Ali Afandi from 1887 to January 1892. That is why we can say that Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah would have seen and listened to Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi on many times. When Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi materialized his dream into reality and when his child Sindh Madressatul Islam became 10 years old, then its father Hassan Ali Afandi left this world on 20th August 1895 and was laid to rest in Hyderabad in the Hassan Ali Afandi Garden. Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi now enjoys an immortal life and the nation always presents him a great tribute in multiple ways. His planted sample of Sindh Madressatul Islam now has become university today, which gives more recognition to the services of this great man, Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi. Sindh Madressatul Islam University has established a corner of Hassan Ali Afandi in its Jinnah Museum, where some important relics of Hassan Ali Afandi are displayed. बानी पाकिस्तान कायद-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना ने फरमाया, मैं आपको मसरूफ़ अमन होने की ताकीद करता हूँ। काम काम और बस काम, सुकून की खातिर सब्र बर्दाश्त और इंकिसारी के साथ अपनी कौम की सच्ची खिदमत करते जाएं। बाबाए कौम कायद-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना के 147वें यौम पैदाइश पर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी के डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ स्टूडेंट अफेयर्स एंड काउंसलिंग की जानिब से जिन्ना अ टाइमलेस लेगेसी के उन्वान से सेमिनार मुनक्किद किया गया। इस मौके पर मेहमान खुसूसी सिंध के निगरां वज़ीर इत्तलात सैयद मोहम्मद अहमद शाह ने नौजवान तलबा से गुफ्तगू करते हुए कहा कि आपको ज़िंदगी के हर शोबे में कायद की शख्सियत से रहनुमाई लेनी चाहिए और अपने जहन को नई सोच और नए नज़रियात के लिए खुला रखना चाहिए।
हमने सब कुछ किया, लेकिन जो कायद चाहते थे वो बस नहीं किया। उसके अलावा कायद के नाम पर ही हमने सब कुछ किया। तो कायद का सबसे कमाल क्या था? ही वॉज अ परफेक्शनिस्ट।
वाइस चांसलर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर मुजीबुद्दीन सहराई मेमन ने तकरीब से खिताब करते हुए कहा कि मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना की कायदाना सलाहियतों, सियासी जिद्दोजहद और बेमिसाल कुर्बानियों के सबब उनका शुमार दुनिया के अजीम तरीन रहनुमाओं में होता है।
And look at the era in which he was developing himself as a politician. कोई हथियार नहीं था उनके पास, न कोई ट्रेनिंग थी, कुछ नहीं था एक्सेप्ट अपना रैशनल, अपना काज, अपनी रीजनिंग एंड विजडम। That brought him to be a कायद-ए-आज़म।
तलबा से गुफ्तगू में गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर मुमताज़ स्कॉलर डॉक्टर सैयद जाफ़र अहमद ने क़याम पाकिस्तान की मंजिल के हुसूल के लिए कायद-ए-आज़म की कोशिशों और उनकी सियासी बसीरत पर तफसीली रोशनी डाली। इस मौके पर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी की स्टूडेंट सोसाइटीज़ की जानिब से कायद-ए-आज़म की ज़िंदगी पर तकारीर और क्विज़ मुकाबले का भी इनेकाद किया गया। SMIU म्यूज़िक सोसाइटी की जानिब से कायद को खिराज तहसीन पेश करने के लिए तलबा ने नग़मे पेश किए। कायद-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना के 147वें यौम पैदाइश पर वाइस चांसलर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर मुजीबुद्दीन सहराई मेमन ने मेहमान खुसूसी सूबाई निगरां वज़ीर इत्तलात सैयद मोहम्मद अहमद शाह, गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर डॉक्टर सैयद जाफ़र अहमद, सीनियर फैकल्टी और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के हमरा केक काटा। तकरीब के अख्तिताम पर वाइस चांसलर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर मुजीबुद्दीन सहराई मेमन ने मेहमानों को सुवीनियर पेश किए।
होस्ट कर रहे थे लैन आरिफ।
मैं हूँ आपकी मेज़बान माहनूर अदनान।
मैं हूँ इमाद मिर्जा।
मैं हूँ फाकिया अली खान।
मैं हूँ समीर अहमद।
SMIU TV ला रहा है आपके लिए मीडिया ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम, जिसमें आप सीख सकेंगे प्रोग्राम होस्टिंग, न्यूज एंकरिंग, टीवी और रेडियो प्रोडक्शन। ये मौका है अपनी सलाहियतों को मनमाने का। अभी रजिस्टर करें www.smiu.tv पर।
अरे जाओ यार, आप भी खेल ले।
मैं इसके बाद बैटिंग पे जाऊंगा। अब आप पकड़ो।
बाइक चलाना सिखाऊंगा।
बाकी?
हाँ।
बच्चों के साथ जिनसी तशद्दुद अक्सर हमारे सामने हो रहा होता है। डरे नहीं और चीख के कहें,
खबरदार, छूना मना है।
वज़ारत इंसानी हकूक़, हुकूमत पाकिस्तान। मज़ीद तफ़सीलात के लिए राब्ता कीजिए 1099 पर।
सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी के ज़ेर एहतमाम हायर एजुकेशन कमीशन के ताउन से HEC इंटरवर्सिटी जोन L वॉलीबॉल चैम्पियनशिप का इनेकाद किया गया। इवेंट में जोन L की 4 जामियात ने हिस्सा लिया, जिनमें ज़ैबिस्ट, दीवान, हमदर्द और सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी शामिल हैं। चैम्पियनशिप की इफ्तिताही तकरीब के मेहमान खुसूसी रजिस्ट्रार सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी गुलाम मुस्तफ़ा शेख थे। शहीद जुल्फ़िकार अली भुट्टो इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी और सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी की टीम्स ने इफ्तिताही मैच खेला। चारों जामियात की टीम्स ने कुल 7 मैचेस खेले। फाइनल मैच में शहीद जुल्फ़िकार अली भुट्टो इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी ने दीवान यूनिवर्सिटी को शिकस्त दी और फातेह करार पाई।
Honorable Vice Chancellor Mujib Sahrai Sahab, Reverend faculty, and the shining lights, the galaxy of students who are our future of the nation. Assalamu alaikum and a good morning. It's singular honor to be here in an institution that gives you progression of Pakistan movement till progress of Pakistan till today. It spans over 138 years and provides an insight as to how our forefathers, they worked for bringing enlightenment to the natives of subcontinent then. I was told that the establishment of this institution was in the wake of results of 1870 of Bombay constituency, where none could pass metric. And today, when I stand in this institution, this has become a leading light where most of the students and the faculty members are PhD qualified, none else in Pakistan. What an achievement. Today, I will try to address the subject of drug abuse, especially in education institutions, how we become prone or inclined towards drugs, and what can we do to save our future generation. Let me just start by saying that drugs actually imprisons you. We think that probably it provides freedom to us, emancipation to us, but in fact it imprisons us. And what it does, it creates those chains, those psychological chains, which we cannot break over the rest of the years of our lives. So I'll try and shed some light on the importance of this issue. Drugs take you to a world, to a feeling of utopia where neither you belong to or where you would never find yourself in your life. It's a world of illusion where it takes you. Takes you away from practicality and away from life. Although I want to address the subject in this sequence, but first I would like to introduce to you what are drugs. What is a drug? Actually, it is a substance which, when taken into body, alters its functions physically or psychologically. Our CNS Act, it combines the term narcotic and drug. So we call it narcotic drug, right? It does include plant-based, that is cannabis, opium. It does include semi-synthetics, that is morphine, heroin, and it also includes manufactured drugs, which could be synthetic as well as new psychoactive substances. Related to drugs is addiction. So what is addiction? I would just simply put across. Addiction is something that affects your brain chemistry. It disturbs your originality as a person. This is what is addiction. It takes you to the world of illusions. Some of you must be science students, must be knowing what is the relationship between various neurotransmitters, the sending neurons and the recipient neurons. Addiction or drugs, what does it create? It creates a euphoric feeling. Dopamines, which are created, or hormones which are created by the recipient neurons, which are not organic to your body, but they become, or they are produced in an overwhelming fashion, overwhelming proportion, to which you call state of happiness. That state of happiness is artificial. In the movie, you must have seen that. It was specifically designed to show that movie to you. So now coming to the classification of drugs, we have natural drugs. Natural drug means that they are grown up as you grow agriculture products like cannabis or opium, and also cocaine, that is coca leaf. Then we have semi-synthetic drugs. Through the addition of certain chemical substances to the plant-based drugs, we convert them into semi-synthetics. Morphine, you must have heard, or heroin. Then we have synthetic drugs. Now these are prepared in laboratories. They don't need agriculture fields. They do not need any agriculture projects. So mostly these are hidden. They cannot be detected, and they are clandestine in character. There are drugs which can be classified by means of their effects on human body or brain. So first we have the stimulants, most commonly used by the students. Because you suffer from performance anxiety, you have peer pressure, you want to perform more in less time, you want your mind to be focused, you don't want to be distracted elsewhere. So students normally indulge in stimulants. It could be synthetic drugs or cocaine. Cocaine is not so common in Pakistan, but synthetic drugs are. What they will do, temporarily they will enhance your attention span. You can stay awake for a long time. You can focus on your studies. But the downside is that immediately after that, you will have a withdrawal from which you will not recover. Then there are depressants. These depressants mostly are used by laborers or those who actively remain involved in physical activities, so they want to take some time off. And then we have hallucinogens for all those who want to indulge in escapism from life. You want that you should not be, confronted with realities of life, with the harshness that surrounds you. So these are hallucinogens, right? MDMA, LSD, these are the examples. So they take you into world of illusion, temporarily disassociate you from reality. I'm repeating synthetic drugs because I want to tell you something else. Synthetic drugs are being produced without any quality control. At least if you want to indulge in taking drugs, you should go for some firm, some brand name. There is none that exists. And there is no quality control. It is someone working in a clandestine laboratory and producing drug of effect which you will start indulging in. Every human body will react differently to that. Okay? So this ice, as you know, crystal, shisha, whatever it is in the market, please stay away. They are not prescribed by any doctor or anybody. Right? I wanted to flash this before you because now we have something else coming up, and that is new psychoactive substances, commonly known as NPS. Ladies and gentlemen, the landscape is still evolving. We are touching almost 1,000 substances which are not under any quality control, which are being prepared by people through their indulgence and small little analysis and experimentation. There is no empirical data available of what effect do they create or how. But they are trying to skirt around the international legislation or the national legislation. So these NPS are more dangerous because they encompass a wider spectrum. Why do I say wider spectrum? In synthetic drugs, you actually prepare them from precursors or chemical materials. But NPS also include all type of herbal or chemical compounds alongside synthetics. It is more dangerous. This is how new psychoactive substances they look like. They could be synthetic cannabinoids, that is derivatives of cannabis. They actually are not coming from the field. They are being prepared like cannabis. Okay, they are synthetic in character. They are being prepared in laboratories. Then you have cathinones, you have hallucinogenic substances, and then herbal blends and chemical compounds. So I just wanted to put across a wide spectrum, a wide range of drugs which are available to you, and they will not be sold as drugs in the market to evade legislation, to evade recovery interdiction. Have you heard of happy water? You have not. Happy water? Okay. Have you heard of oxy capsules? These are the things which are in the market. We have been brought up that something is, hashish, cannabis, hafeem, churs. No, things. You are in 21st century now. Most of you know what you are doing and what effect they are creating to your metabolism. So short-term effects, I would just highlight a few. You may read. These are the short-term effects, especially of synthetic drugs I am talking of. I see a lot of ladies sitting here. There is a slide for you also. What could be the long-term effects? Would you like to be deformed in this fashion? If it's a prolonged use for 3 to 4 years, how much time do you spend in university to attain a degree? 2 years, 2 years intermediate and 4 years bachelor's degree, and then at least 2 years for master's or MPhil. It makes how many years? 8 years. Please be mindful. Remember these 8 years. Let's say if someone indulges in drugs to promote his attention span, to become a brilliant student, to outpace the others, to outpace his peers, 8 years. He will indulge in drugs. Okay? This is what will happen to you in 8 to 10 years. Are you ready to indulge? It seems you are ready to indulge. Don't think. Look at this. It will deface you first. It will rob you of your beauty, of whatever Allah Almighty has endowed. Okay? Besides disturbing all your body functions. And let me caution you once, ladies and gentlemen. If you happen to indulge in plant-based, recovery from plant-based drugs is possible in our treatment and rehab centers. But recovery from synthetic drugs is only one. There is only one exit, and that is death. Be mindful. We have just one escape from synthetic drugs. It will give you pronounced effects as far as your studies are concerned for 8 years. You will be shining bright student, but you will be lost by your parents in 8 years. So let's talk about some global trends. How drugs are developing over the global landscape. Every year we receive a drug report, World Drug Report, and this data is based on World Drug Report 2022 last year. This year it will come by, I think, June or July for 2023. 284 million people indulge across the globe in various type of drugs. Out of them are more than 11 million who inject drugs. 11 million inject drugs. It is what the data which is disclosed. In our societies, which are closed societies, the data is not disclosed. Now see the pattern, how things are evolving. Top left you see the cultivation has gone down for opium, but production has increased because of advancement in technology. And also it is the seizures or the recoveries, the interdictions, they are increasing around the globe. On the right side just see cocaine. The cultivation has also gone up, production has gone up, and correspondingly the seizures have also gone up. Now I am talking of synthetic drugs. It has grown from 84 to 117 countries. The geographic spread is increasing because it's an easy solution. It is being prepared in your houses in small little laboratories, right? So it is going undetected. But just see how the quantity is increasing and how the number of countries are increasing. Post-COVID, this is our biggest challenge as forces who are trying to interdict drugs in Pakistan. Synthetic drugs are growing on phenomenal pace and scale. Lo and behold, we are neighbor to a country that is known across the globe for its plant-based or opioid production. All through several years have reflected the production. Just see the bumper crop coming up in 2017. Right? So if you have such a neighbor, that indulges in plant-based and also in synthetic drugs production. We are confronted with this challenge. Everything passes through Pakistan. Our population is 240 or 250 million. So there is more of market available for these type of drugs. You have daily trade going on with this country and things, you know, on daily basis. So much of trade that takes place. I'm not showing you the data, otherwise I also have the data. How many established crossing points, how many people come to our side on daily basis, and what is happening in our country. So we are exposed to, we are vulnerable to drug production in one of our neighboring countries. You, being part of education institutions, should also know how responsible nations, how the leading countries are looking at their education institutions. My expectation from Sindh Madressatul Islam is that as it has been the beacon of promotion of education and enlightenment in the country, it should also blaze the trail as far as anti-narcotics campaign is concerned. Let it be the leading institution in the country which has unparalleled institution-specific legislation and institution-specific way to identify the trends which are prevalent within the student community. Let it be that institution, that it becomes a beacon for other education institutions in the country as far as anti-narcotics policies are concerned. But I'll show you some data from international institutions. What do we see in education institutions? First is drug addiction. Because of that, the student behavior, and if there are any trends of violence. I'll show you what happens. Youth Risk Behavior Survey in US. It was carried out in 2022 just in Massachusetts. The baseline was around 7,722 students. That was the sample taken from various institutes. And the age group I'm just trying to indicate to you. That was, you know, they were in high grades, high classes, and then high school. You know, 6th grade, 8th grade, and high school. Just see what is the impact of e-cigarettes. It's a liberal society. And they are starting with what? Everything starts in these modern times with e-cigarette. It leads to use of marijuana or other drugs, but please concentrate on the right box, lower right box. What all types of trends are visible? Students being bullied, or they start bullying, indulging in immoral activities. Please look at the percentages which are given. It starts just with e-cigarette. It has nothing to do with drugs. On state level in Pakistan, Higher Education Commission once set out a policy for all institutions, all education institutions, that every institution should have one committee, that is Anti-Tobacco and Drug Committee, ATD&C. So every institution should have one Anti-Tobacco and Drug Committee. This is the modern form of tobacco, e-cigarette. Let's move forward. What does marijuana bring in? Leave this. Please read this. And read this carefully. I am not reading it for you. It's so immoral to read. This is what is confronting us. It is eroding our moral values. Parties with illegal substances, alcohol consumption. Please go to this portion. It is just a sample taken in Massachusetts for willing 7,722 students. Binge drinking. These days we have binge parties. We bring in all forms of drugs, so many friends, farmhouse culture, affluent families. Now I am coming to your level, that is a university level. The study was undertaken in Ireland, and the willing participants were 11,592 in just one university. It had undergraduates as well as postgraduates. 1 in 3 current users believe drugs have a negative effect on student life. 1 in 3. They are coming up themselves. Okay. So, these were just see, the median age is 21. How many of you are 21? Just raise your hands. It's your age. It's your age I am talking about. Just see, it is undergraduate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and then postgraduate. Samples, responders, the type of drugs they were using. Cannabis is also rampant in Pakistan. It has so many co-equivalents with Pakistan, all these studies that I am showing to you. We don't have this empirical approach in our institutions. But this is what I'm trying to show you. That all institutions need to develop this approach. Because we have to save our future. We have to save you. So this is how the prevalence of drugs within that one institution. When did they start using it? Now look at this. The earliest could be under 16, but it's the age when you enter college. You come to the university and you graduate. It's that age. After that, either you are no more, I repeat, either you are no more or you have recovered. It's your age, ladies and gentlemen, I am talking of. There is no exaggeration. I didn't prepare this data. It is coming from this University of Ireland. It is available on the web. Location of use. Pubs, house parties, festivals, home, other. Now this is the place. Please guard this. Sleepovers, night outs, farmhouse parties, please guard this trend. Guard this trend at your family level. I wanted that your parents were also sitting here so that I talk to them also. This is what my emphasis is, that whenever I visit an institution, I should talk to the parents, the teachers, and the students. It's the triangle that I need to speak to. Reason for use. Fun. Because at this age, some of you, when you go for parties, fun. Some of you try to fit in. Fit in what? I am from a lower class, I have been invited to an affluent family, so I try to fit in. I should not be taken as somebody who's backward in that very limited circle. So I try to fit in. Please don't lose your roots. Always be proud of your roots. Always be proud of your moral values. Some for relaxation, some for emotional distress, some to help with study and exams, and there could be other uses. It is all those types of drugs. Just see ecstasy and ketamine. Ketamine is actually given to animals for anesthesia. So it is prevalence of synthetic drugs. So area of effect, how does it impact you? Does it impact your thinking? Yes, negative. Academics? Yes, negative. Study? Negative. Just gives you one positive effect. What it could be? Socializing. Just one positive effect. What do you gain out of socializing? What do you gain out of networking? These are your formative years of life, foundational years. You don't need any networking. You don't need to improve your CV just by socializing. So opinion of the students, just see how many fall into positive. It is just marginally over 7% that it has positive effect. Rest all are confessing it has negative effect. And it is coming from whom? Not from a Muslim society. It is coming from a liberal society. So, low mental well-being, moderate mental, high mental well-being. Where is high mental well-being? Just see that. Do you have high mental well-being after taking drugs? No. Please focus here. I showed you a slide of the lady earlier who lost her life in 8 to 10 years. Now I am telling you, even if you want to quit, it is not a switch on or off effect. If you want to quit, that too plant-based, it will take you less than 2 years or 2 to 5 years or even more than 5 years. And for synthetic, I told you there is just one exit. God forbid that. So what are the trends in Pakistan? There have been a very few small little studies in various education institutions. So perceptions of Pakistani medical students in 2006, in one of the studies that was undertaken, just see, it was only 174 self-reported. Just see that they say peer pressure 96%, academic stress, curiosity, and to go to sleep. This is medical students. 78% said they didn't intend to ever take drugs in the future. Females and day scholars were more willing to discourage a friend. Yes. Now, this is what is the expectation from females. That you become a moral deterrent instead of using yourself. You become a moral deterrent in an institution. Morality, religion, and harmful effects of drugs are the most common deterrents. There was yet another study, 2022. The sample was 546, but 490 responded. It was Islamabad based mostly. So this is how various students were consulted in various institutions. This is what is their feedback. See this. Out of 490, just see this. and students' response on drugs for the past 12 months or 1 year. So when they join university, in the very first year, that is what is most dangerous for them. The very first year. So how old were you when you first started? Please see these years. They correspond to the studies in the West that I have shown you, in the US and also in the Europe. I have shown you two studies from two different parts of the world. It's the same tendency prevalent here. The same number of years. How frequently do you? It is daily. Becoming habitual. Maybe after every salah. The type prevalent is opioids, that is heroin, morphine, or cannabis. But just see amphetamines, hallucinogens, sedatives, these are also there. So students' response on early exposure. How could you just see this? This is where I want to caution you. When you come to university, you feel yourself empowered, away from your family, away from the supervision of your family, someone coming from a far-flung area to a university, to a hostel. This is where you are exposed to. So choose your friends, choose your circle, close circle very wisely. This is yet another study. This is regarding the prevalence of synthetic drugs in Pakistan, and it is done by UNODC. It's recent, 2021. Prevalence of synthetic drugs, schools, just see colleges and university, take 65%. Elsewhere, technical education institutions, academies, more of educational institutions. And now this is alarming for me. As an elder, this is alarming for me. What alarms us? Higher percentage of students is equivalent to the number of criminals using drugs in a society. There are other shades also. So who all indulge in synthetic drugs? The criminals and students. They stand out. Kudos. They stand out. This is alarming to me as an elder in a society. That today, the students, God forbid, they are becoming criminals of the future. We have to stop this. There's a need for introspection. There's a need that we stick to our moral values. There is a need, someone has to act as a moral deterrent. I'll not bore you any further. I'll quickly come over to the ANF response. What we are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very small force, but it's a force that creates effects. It's less than even the number of policemen deployed in Karachi East, in one of the districts of Karachi. It's less than, but it is deployed all over Pakistan. We are deployed on all the airports, dry ports, seaports, border crossings, some of them, and we are organized on the basis of our regional directorates. One is sitting in front of you in every province we have. So Brigadier Rizvi is here in Sindh. He looks after Sindh province. And then down that regional directorate, we are organized on the basis of police stations. What we do, we are located on the strategic inlets and outlets of a province or of the country. what we do. This is the data for the past 5 years. The cases and the arrests. But here is something more important. We seize drugs to the count of metric tons. It's not kgs. It's not ounces. It's not grams. Metric tons. And this year, we have crossed almost 50%. It's not even half of the year of last year. Last year, ANF only seized 116 metric tons. This year, 5 months, first 5 months, we have crossed over 65 metric tons. So it is prevalent in our society. I told you how is our neighborhood, how we are exposed, how we are vulnerable. Till the time we do not exercise self-discipline, we stay away, we report. There is a helpline 1415. Please call us, tell us, we will respond. In the past 5 years, I will leave a calculation for you. You can find out. In the past 5 years, it has been 645 metric tons. 645 metric tons is not a small amount. Do you know, last year, what was the financial worth of the drugs that we seized? It was $6 billion. $6 Arab. $6 billion I am talking. This is the financial worth of the drugs that we seized. Last 5 years, these are the international smugglers drug traffickers that we apprehended. But it's not only that we are working in drug supply reduction. We are also working in drug demand reduction. That is rehabilitation and treatment of drug addicts. We have various centers. Yesterday, alhamdulillah, with the magnanimity of Sindh government, we inaugurated 2 more. One at Manghupir and one at Malir. In Karachi now, we have Liari as the third, which is functioning since 2010. Must visit Liari. It's one of our best treatment center. The treatment is given free of cost. And for any drug addict that goes to a private treatment center, it costs you minimum 3.5 million rupees. And we are doing it without any cost. This is the service to humanity. In Karachi, we have more than 400 bed capacity available. It is all full, and we have a long line, long list, waiting list. It's almost a period of 3 to 4 months for treatment and rehabilitation. Since yesterday, we have achieved another milestone that we have started a 6-month phase of reintegration. That we want all those who come for treatment and rehabilitation are also given a certain specific skill set, so that when they go out, there are less chances of relapse. When they go out into the same society, at least by then they have picked up some useful skill, so that they become beneficial. Thank you. They become beneficial citizens of Pakistan. This is the prosecution state. ANF has its own courts. It is very seldom that someone gets acquitted. This is the conviction rate. It's nowhere else in Pakistan. No other court. Nowhere else. Now this is what I am leaving for you. There is a message in it and there is a calculation in it. The message is that when you take drugs, you don't know how much of the dose you are taking. You are either sniffing, injecting, you don't know what is the dose that you are taking. It's from international research institutes that I compiled. that for heroin, 200 milligrams taken once can cause death. 200 milligrams. Thankfully, something has not come to Pakistan so far, but US is afflicted with that. It's fentanyl, the pills. One pill can kill, it is said one pill can kill. Okay, it's 20 milligrams of fentanyl taken at one time can take your life. So, heroin, 200 milligrams taken at one time can take the life of a person. Similarly, just see, ice, meth, okay? I'm just trying to bring to your notice that in month of February, we had one drug burning ceremony. It was 12 metric tons that we burned. 12 metric tons. 12 metric tons was seized and burned. If it had gone to people, 12 metric tons, it would have led to the death of 71 million Pakistanis. $71 million Pakistanis. Just one drug burning ceremony, 12 metric tons. I gave you the figures of this year so far is 65 metric tons. For the past 5 years, it is 645 metric tons. This is the calculation, I am leaving it for you. This is almost 4 times the population of Karachi and 1/3 the population of Pakistan. 65 metric ton means that Pakistan is frontline state in the region and we are saving the world. We are not letting it go outside Pakistan and we are interdicting it here, seizing it here and burning it here. This is how we are saving the humanity. We are not only saving our own lives. Now this is what doesn't come in the news. Every day 9 o'clock you have tickers running in the morning, ANF seized some narco mules who are carrying capsules in their stomach, or tomorrow you will hear 800 kilograms of hashish in Quetta, or this is what we did yesterday, or other things. It will just be a ticker passing in front of you, correlated with this calculation that I have showed you today. How many lives are we saving daily basis? It's a force just of 3,000 people. For education institutions, we do try to make them aware, like I'm delivering talks, my officers also go. They talk to them. We request all the governments, since 18th Amendment, things have been deregulated to the provinces. Some of the provinces we have requested, they have included in their syllabus some material for the education. And this is my strategy towards all the education institutions in Pakistan. I call it SHAPE strategy. SHAPE means all institutions should have SOPs. As I said earlier, HEC said anti-tobacco and drug committees in all institutions. So I would request all institutions to have your own SOPs to preclude drug-student connection. You should have surveillance of your premises, earmark anti-drug and tobacco committee, and action plan for various scenarios. Scenarios could be something right on the doorsteps, something in the canteen, something in the classroom. How should you come up with those scenarios, right? Promote healthy lifestyle. It's not only studies. Promote healthy lifestyles, both on and off the campus. Advocacy on drug abuse through engagement and counseling. Promote gainful parent-teacher-student. Now this is what I say, relationship for regular feedback. Why someone is not performing, he's bright, or she is bright. Suddenly her performance has dropped down. What has happened? and enforcement of legislation. There will be legislations coming up on state level also, and we'll request you on institution level, and also we have been requesting the provincial governments also. Against the students also who are found, or against the institutions also. So there are certain legislations which are coming up. So it's a shape strategy of ANF. Moot points, I leave it for you. Does drug addiction infuses violent behavior? It's the faculty to assess. Why violence suddenly erupting? Why are students becoming, harsh in their disposition? Does high proportion of affluent student fellows increase risk of drug use? Is it promoting or not? Is prevalence of drugs variable in public and private universities, colleges or schools? These are moot points to consider. I end with a prayer.
खुदा करे कि मेरी अर्ज़े पाक पर उतरे वो फसले कुल जिसे अंदेशे ज़वाल ना हो। यहाँ जो फूल खिले खिला रहे सदियों, यहाँ खज़ां को गुजरने की भी मजाल ना हो। यहाँ जो सब्ज़ा उगे हमेशा सब्ज़ रहे, और ऐसा सब्ज़ कि जिसकी कोई मिसाल ना हो। खुदा करे कि न खम हो सरे वक़ार वतन, और इसके हुस्न को तशवीशे माहो साल ना हो। हर एक फर्द हो तहजीब व फन का औजे कमाल, कोई मलूल न हो, कोई खस्ता हाल न हो। खुदा करे कि मेरे एक भी हम वतन के लिए हयात जुर्म न हो, जिंदगी बवाल न हो।
It has been a pleasure to interact with you. Thank you so much.
सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी के डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ स्टूडेंट अफेयर्स एंड काउंसलिंग की जानिब से तलबा को आगाही फराहम करने के लिए रोल ऑफ यूथ इन इराडिकेशन ऑफ करप्शन के उन्वान से सेमिनार मुनाकिद किया गया। सेमिनार के आगाज में चीफ पैट्रन कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग सोसाइटी डॉक्टर स्टीफन जॉन ने मेहमानों को खुशामदीद कहा और सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी में कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग सोसाइटी के तहत होने वाले प्रोग्राम्स के हवाले से आगाह किया।
The main problem of Pakistan is corruption. I think this is the social evil which is deteriorating Pakistan day by day. When I am thinking about the value of rupee, so then I find that is decreasing day by day and the value of other currency is increasing day by day. So somehow the reason behind is the corruption. And maybe you will learn a lot how to eradicate, because you are the future of Pakistan. So therefore we feel that we need to focus on youth.
सेमिनार में शरीक एक्टिंग डायरेक्टर अवेयरनेस एंड प्रिवेंशन विंग नैब कराची शहजादा इम्तियाज ने तलबा से खिताब करते हुए करप्शन के खात्मे के हवाले से नैब के किरदार पर रोशनी डाली।
NAB has the maximum conviction rate since its inception. It was I told it was created in the year 1999. By that time there was an FIA, there was an anti-corruption, other legislative bodies as well, accountability bodies. like the Public Accounts Committee, Auditor General of Pakistan, Accountant General Pakistan Revenues. They have their own mandate, Ombudsman Office, Provincial Ombudsman, Federal Ombudsman. But the law enforcement agency, that is NAB, that has achieved the maximum during the period since its creation in 1999. And since that, NAB has recovered more than 700 billion rupees from the that was looted by the accused persons and deposited back into the government exchequer.
नैब की जानिब से तालीमी इदारों में कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग सोसाइटी कायम करने के हवाले से स्पीकर शहजादा इम्तियाज़ ने बताया कि इसका बुनियादी मकसद तलबा को